Welcome into Movement Parallels Life. I'm Kellen Mylad, back with more ground movements for longevity. These are simple and intuitive movements to give back to your body and make sure that you can stay moving well for as long as possible. These movements will help you build mobility, foundational strength and stability, balance, coordination, body awareness, basically all the little things that will help you make sure that you can stay moving well, stay out of pain, and stay avoiding injuries. This is for everybody, whether you are someone who has a desk job, a repetitive job, or someone who is very active, loves to work out, loves sports. Whatever physical activity you're into, a ground movement practice can help support you, take care of your body to make sure that you can stay moving well for a lifetime. Today, we're breaking down long body rolling, which very simply is lying on your stomach, rolling onto your back onto your stomach. So, very simple and foundational movement pattern, but maybe not as easy as it seems. So, today we're going to go over some variations and some progressions, some stepping stones that will allow you to figure out, set a baseline for this movement, figure out where your starting point is, and give you some ideas for how to expand as you continue to explore and bring this movement into your daily movement practice at least a few times a week. This, again, very simple movement pattern has a lot of movement goodness behind it as far as mobility and functionality. Just the simple act of going through this rolling is great for building integrated core strength, and this base pattern is also going to allow you to go through some other cool rolling variations in the future. So let's get started. We're going to begin in a prone lying position today. The forearm support, just a little bit of spinal extension here. And you can add a little movement by rounding and arching your spine. Just checking in, seeing how this bit of movement feels. If you can press up to your hands and lower down, we're starting to increase some of the range of motion in the spine. You can bring your hands closer to the body and press up. Not forcing your body, not pushing ahead at all costs. And as you're going through this motion, focus on leading with the lift and the engagement of the back and supporting with the pressure from the hands. So from there, we can lower down, focus a little bit more on the lower body. The hands can be flat or forearms down or arms extended, your choice. But we're gonna bend one knee, lift the thigh, and reach across. I wanna really extend from the hip, reach my foot to the floor across my body, and then switch sides. And again, experiment with different arm positions. If we bring the arms straight outward, then that step across can bring us onto the side and onto our back. Pushing through the ground with the foot to drive the roll back over. You can start to link this easy roll side to side. Or focus on smooth and slow first, making sure that you've got full control. And then one more time, we'll come back into the prone position. Now with arms and legs extended, going to lift. Pause for a few moments, lower down, and repeat. Lift and lower. Lift. Just building some strength in the back of the body. Work within your range of motion. And you can play with the arm position too. The arms can be at the sides, out wide, or or out in front. Lower down, let's do 3 more. Lift and hold. Lower down, lift, lower, and last one, lift, lower down. So with that strength, we'll be able to perform a strict long body roll. Before we get there, let's just try a slow roll, playing around with this idea of reaching with the arms and legs. So we already started off with the leg, reaching over. And now we might start to use the arm to reach and drive this roll as well. So right away, I just encourage you to play around and combine the arms and legs. Not overthink it, but let it be natural, let it be innate. This idea of reaching, slowly rolling over, linking the rolls together, just focusing on smoothness and control. And in that process, you might find a pathway that works particularly well for you. And if so, continue to groove that. And if you find multiple pathways, continue to explore. I want you to be versatile with these movements, want you to be adaptable, and want you to add that variation in the mix. So that's our reaching roll. It's a little bit slower. Now we can also try our strict body roll, coming back to that arch position, rolling onto the side and onto the back. So we're creating tension in the body, using some strength to initiate the roll, and then allowing momentum to continue as we link the rolls together. So if you come to a supine position, you might also find that you want to work on this hollow body shape as well. We did the arch earlier. Now, from the tuck position, you extend your legs while keeping your pelvis scooped and lower back in contact with the ground. Arms can be overhead, out wide, or at the sides. You want to make a shape like a dish where your arms and legs are lifted, but lower back stays in contact with the floor. And ideally, we can preserve that shape as we roll onto the side, but then we change to the arch shape as we roll to prone. Hollow body, roll, arch body. Before I go, I want to make sure that you know about my free 10-day ground movement course. The link is in the description. Make sure that you check that out. The idea here is that you're gradually building your movement vocabulary, playing around with these pieces of movement, and the more familiar you get, the more you're going to be able to link them together, and that vocabulary turns into language, movement fluency. So check out the free 10-day course, keep showing up and practicing these ground-based movements. Again, it's going to be a great way to continue to give back to your body, all right? Keep on practicing, enjoy your flow, and I'll see you in the next lesson.